External effects allows us to hook up hardware effects and use them in the Cubase environment. In order for this to work, you'll need to have an audio card that is capable of multiple ins and outs. Your audio card should also be capable of fairly low latency. Let's go to the VST Connections window and set it up. Click on the External Effects tab. As the name suggests, this is where we can add our external effects. Press the Add External Effects button. Let's say we have the Yamaha SPX 2000 multi-effect processor. Enter the name here. The SPX has stereo in and stereo out. Our send and return configuration should be the same way. Make sure stereo is selected for send and return. You can also use 5.1 external effects for surround sound if you have the hardware. You can also associate the effect with a MIDI device by clicking here. We looked at MIDI devices in previous chapters in this level. Now let's connect the audio device and set up the device ports. Click here to select your audio device. Now we need to set up the device ports. I'm going to send it to outputs 3 and 4 and then get the return signal from inputs 3 and 4. Now you should hook up the SPX 2000 with real cables to the ins and outs you specified here. Once it's hooked up, you're ready to go. If your hardware device has a slight delay, it's good to set the delay amount here. You don't have to worry about your sound card's latency. Cubase takes that into account for you. If you aren't sure if your device has any inherent delay, you can right-click on the device name and select Check User Delay and let Cubase do this for you. There are two more settings here, Send Gain and Return Gain. These can be set within the External Effects plugin interface, so you don't need to set this now. Close up the VST Connections window. Select an audio channel and open up the Inserts tab on the inspector. Click on an insert slot. You'll see the external effects you just set up in the list. There's a large X here beside it to identify it as an external effect. You can think of this as a regular plugin. The audio goes out of your sound card into the SPX 2000 and then back into your sound card. You can control the send gain and the return gain here. Also, remember that external effects don't have to be reserved just for insert effects. They can be used as send effects as well. When exporting an audio mixdown, make sure you do a real-time mixdown by clicking here. If you forget, don't worry, Cubase will remind you. The mixdown has to be done in real time because unlike Cubase, a real effects processor can't bend time to do a fast mixdown. But if you have a piece of gear that you really like, it's worth the wait in export time.